Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. Today I want to talk about change. Change happens, and we need to learn how to pivot into creating great situations out of the unexpected. So, last night or yesterday, I had a friend ask me a question if I would do something for her, help her because she's really sick. And I said, of course. And then when I showed up to learn how to help her, it looked totally different than what I expected. And I'm having to make a total pivot in my work schedule, in my personal time, and in my life for 7 days, which I get to help a friend heal and recover from where she's at right now in her life. It's scary point. So helping people is really, really important, but learning how to shift and pivot when change happens is something that we've all learned in 2020 when the pandemic hit. So today I want to talk about pivoting and making changes in your life and some of the pivoting that I've done in 2020, and then making a huge pivot in my business in 2021, bringing the things that I learned how to do, how to pivot in 2020 in my business with my clients, and software update. And just learning how to pivot can make a whole big difference in your life, your personal life, in your business, and in everything that you do, especially when we're living in times that we're not familiar with. We don't know what's going on from day to day because of COVID and because of trying to stay healthy, losing important people around you, protecting yourself, and just all the things that are going on. So I'm sure everybody remembers what they were doing at the beginning of the pandemic. I remember I was sitting on my couch. I had just adopted Petey maybe a month or so before. She was still pretty new to me. I was sitting, hanging out with my best friend, working, and then, watching Westerns. Like, we were watching all kinds of Westerns, and we were addicted to Hell on Wheels. And we were going to friends' house. We were still going to church. Things were still going on. We were driving around and just having fun. And it was winter, spring was coming. And then we heard the news about the pandemic, and it was crazy. And we sat there vegetating on the TV, on the news, which I think at the time I still had cable hooked up. So I had the news, and it was just like, what's going on? Oh my God, the whole time. And just wide open, mouth dropped. Our governor of California, I remember, placing a curfew so that we couldn't be out. I don't remember what the curfew time was, maybe midnight, 11, something like that. And we could only go out when it was urgent, like when it was a necessity. He closed down all the restaurants, all the events were closed, church was closed. We were not able to feed the homeless. It was just crazy. We just sat there on the couch staring at the TV. I was allowed to take my dog for a walk and walk around the block. That was it. Essential trips to the store. I remember one morning going to Walmart, and it was like the first day after the governor had closed our state. And everybody was like, wouldn't look at each other. They wouldn't say hello. The store was quiet. It was just utter not knowing what to do, not wanting to smile at somebody, total fear, around everywhere. It was crazy. And, we sat in this state for probably several weeks, just staring at the TV and just mouth wide, dropped open. And then I started getting calls from business people, entrepreneurs in my group. We had been learning about doing live challenges. The challenge is kind of something that's been talked about for years, but, and I've been doing, for years ago, challenges like water fast challenge, keto challenge, releasing weight challenge, all kinds of different challenges when I was doing health coaching in my business, but we were doing it more planned out, structured, with more strategy, how to grow our business through these challenges. And as events began to close and we couldn't do things online, I was losing clients because I was building websites for local businesses, and who wants to market when they have no idea if they're going to be opening the door again? So I was losing clients. That was crazy. But in this, I was getting new clients, a new type of clients, people that wanted to grow their business via online, bringing their business online, bringing their event online. And we pivoted. While many, many doors were closing, lots of people were pivoting into this new strategy of bringing success online, their successes online. And in 2020, I saw amazing growth in several of my clients' businesses. Every client that I worked with in 2020 pivoted and had amazing results. I watched one of my clients grow her email list to 1,000, where she had no email list before. She had, grew her movement to 1,000 people, and was able to teach people wonderful health doing the Daniel diet. She made her first $1,000 during a pandemic, where before she had made no money online. I watched my friend and amazing woman of God, Krista, start guitar, Girls with Guitars, where girls and their moms got to get their guitars out of their closet and learn guitar, build relationships with their moms, build relationships with Krista, build relationships with other women and girls, learn how to worship the Lord, learn how to take a time when things were closed down, people were scared, and grow a hobby. And it grew into a movement. I watched her vision that she got from the Lord grow into something that is an amazing movement today. And she made a lot of money doing it. 2020, during a pandemic, businesses and movements were growing. I partnered with an amazing man of God and got to serve an amazing Instagram influencer and grow her business. We brought out a strategy and helped her grow her business to 60K in a matter of just weeks, maybe even a week. That was really amazing. 2020, during a pandemic. Yep. These people, the difference between people that were shutting down and no longer able to do businesses, they were pivoting and changing. Making changes is a huge thing. That is the difference between people that have been succeeding in 2020 and not being able to figure out how to pivot. It's like being open to change, being open to pivoting into something new, bringing your business online, bringing your event online. And it's just been really exciting to help people be successful in their business, in their life, changing their life. I was able to be a part of a kingdom movement where I watched coaches grow. One of my friends create 30K in 30 days. It took more than 30 days. It took about 90 days because there was a lot of work in the front end of the challenge of the event that we built. But through this movement, other people grew, other women of God, other entrepreneurs. It rippled, the effect rippled into other people's lives. And all during a pandemic, a time where businesses have been shutting down, closing, events have been closing, figuring it out how to pivot. It's been an amazing year, 2020. I remember back in January, I was taking the 31-day wisdom challenge, and there was like all these words about how amazing 2020 was going to be. And then the door slammed shut and everyone just lost hope. And looking back at 2020, even though we have a lot of loss, we've also had a lot of wins. And in my business, making a pivot into bringing businesses online, which I've been doing for a long time. I've been working in the online space for, I don't know, 10, 15 years, something like that. So it's nothing is new to me. I mean, a lot of things are new to me because I got an opportunity to pivot and change my business and work with people that in a new way. But I guess I want to leave here is being open to change. This week, I get to step into change. I was planning on coming home. I just came back from my working vacation and really focusing in on making sure I was keeping my commitment in going live every day at 9 o'clock. I had to change the way that looks. Being really focused in on some of my projects, launching my new product, which is all about helping women entrepreneurs bring their event, their online conferences online in the way of a live event or a summit. Getting ready to launch my ads and getting ready to just go totally focused into what I'm doing, but being open to change, because change is what grows us. We can't grow in who we are, in our life, in our mind, in our heart, without being open to change. So I want to leave you with that. What are you open to change? What changes are you willing to make in your life so that you grow? Have a great day, guys. Happy Thursday. We're coming up on the weekend really quickly. Make it an amazing day. Bye-bye. God bless.